All we need is peace. All we need in Liberia is peace. No matter our affiliation with different political parties in the country, we need to maintain the peace of this great country, Liberia. We should not allow the politicians to tear us apart. For there come elections, here's still Liberia. And so all we need in Liberia is peace. We can disagree to agree, but we should not go back to the butchers. We should not do things that will plunge this great country, Liberia, to something else. We need to be careful about the way we handle issues at about this time in the country. Even though we're supporting different political institutions, but we need to be careful how we do them, how we go about preaching the messages of our various political parties in the country. Because the little things that you do and think that you doing the right thing will be something that could plunge this country into something we don't want. All we can say and all we need to do is about maintaining the peace of Liberia. Let us disengage from the acts that will make us to retrogress. And it is not what we need in Liberia, this great country of the great people of Great Liberia. I want to say hello and welcome to the show, Issues of Today on Voice of Liberia. 104.1 coming to you from the nation's capital, Monrovia, and also 89.7 in Kakata, other parts of Liberia. We're also live on our online platforms, www.voiceofliberiaradio.com. You go there, you're going to join us on our two online radios, both one in Monrovia and that of in Margibi. And also on live television, Voice of Liberia TV. We are being live across the country. My name is Sekou Sharif. And inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, I'm going to be here tonight up to 9 o'clock. And it's going to be very fascinating. The premises to be great. You don't want to miss it. You want to encourage someone to join you as we're going to discuss the issues that matter to our country and also bringing the newsmakers, bringing the activists, advocates, and the politicians to tell us more about what they've got and what they intend to do for this country, Liberia. And so, too many things we're going to do. Shortly, we'll go to Lofa County to talk to our Lofa County correspondent. Mile, I'm told he's in Vonjama. Yes, Vonjama is the center part of Lofa County. And so we're going to go to Lofa County to speak with our Lofa County correspondent. We want to know how is Lofa County by the moment, how things are ongoing there. And we want to know about the political activities, mainly the arrival of the political leader of Unity Party, how the citizens of the country they are going out in terms of receiving the political leader of Unity Party, Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakari in Lofa. We'll join our Lofa County correspondent on the line shortly to talk to him from Lofa County. And coming back to base, there are important issues we will raise, will bring to our attention. We'll give you some update about the Market Business Center institution that we've investigated. And we've written the Liberia Revenue Authority. We'll give you update about that issue as well. We'll tell you about the campaign of one of the senatorial candidates in my Gibi County, Nathaniel Fallow Mangil. We'll also move on to tell you about the press conference today held by the Justice Minister and Joint Security heads at 6:30 evening. We're gonna have as our filming guest veteran Liberian journalist Philip Brown. He's gonna be my filming guest on the show tonight at 6:30, and we're gonna talk about a wide range of issues. There have been a lot of posts coming from veteran journalist Philip Brown. He's pointing to some issues of war in Liberia. He's pointing to issues that there will be not the stability after the results announced by the National Elections Commission. He's questioning that issue. He's making some posts that I seem is it something it is threatening. He knows the reason why he's making these posts. Mind you, he's been a journalist in Liberia that has reported issues that shock this country. And he's been into this field for a couple of years, worked in the security sector. He has a high level of intelligence. And so we were joining on the phone and talk about some of his posts. You know, we want to know what is it, what he has to say to the people, and why is it of recent he made a post. And in that post, he said, there will be blood on our streets. Parents should purchase dry goods, water, and medications before the October 10 elections. Regardless, no one will accept the polls results. What is he saying? What is it that he's sensing that he thinks that this is what the Liberians should do? Or is he trying to undermine the peace of Liberia? Or is he saying what he knows as a journalist based on what he has gathered so far? Veteran Liberian journalist Philip Brown will join me on the phone at 6:30 tonight. And that will take us up to 7 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, advocate will join us, very serious analyst, Abdullah Kiatamba will join us tonight on the show, at which time we will provide understanding on issues, political issues, governance, prospects, providing his thoughts on some other important issues in the country. Abdullah Katamba will be my guest at 7 o'clock tonight, running us up to 8 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock, we take a break, we return. We take time to dig deep into the issue of violence in Lofa that led to the death of two persons that has been confirmed. Maybe there are numbers above what we've announced, or for what has been announced by the authority, two persons. So we weigh in from the two political parties. One is the Unity Party, two is the CDC. CDC had a press conference on the same night of the incident in Monrovia, headed by its Secretary General Jefferson Tamakoji, and that of Unity Party, Amos Square. We're playing their two excerpts. You listen to what they've said. And also, there's a video been trending on social media where you see a man wearing red t-shirt, believe we cannot independently verify, but believed to be a staunch supporter of Unity Party, where he's saying that they are the defense foes of our Unity Party in Lofa County. So that cannot be independently verified, but he's saying in the video saying what he said. We're going to play you it on the show as well. And then we come in with the press conference today, addressed by the Justice Minister of the Republic of Liberia. My name is Sekou Sharif. Inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, I will be here tonight up to 9 o'clock. Don't want to miss today's edition for anything. It promises to be great. We've been live in Marquis County on 89.7. I want to say thank you to the man secret, Daniel Salif, Marcus, and the rest of the team there, controlling, making us to be live in that part of the country. And thank you very much for joining us. For those of you just joining us, this is where we converge at about this time to talk about the issues that matter, reaching out, bringing you all of the important information that you need to know about as we move on and on and on. As we approach the October 10 elections, we want to continue to preach the message of peace. Peace is all we need, and peace is all we need by this time. We're joining our local county correspondent, the very amazing colleague, who's in, I'm told, is in Vonjama. Yes, if I'm right. Mason, good evening, and thank you for joining us from Lofa.
Well, good evening to you. Good evening to the rest of the listeners. And I hope that you're doing in Morovia.
Yes, we're doing great, Mason. How's the atmosphere in Lofa tonight?
Well, specifically, I'm speaking to you from Panama, where people are waiting to see Liberia Vice President Dr. Imam Bokai, former Liberia Vice President Dr. Imam Bokai, and also the Senate Bureau of the Unity Party. So, what you know is great. People are moving about the arrival of Liberia former Vice President and the Senate Bureau of the Unity Party.
Mason, do we have any violence taking place in Bonjama as you've mentioned?
No, I did not say violent.
Yeah, do we have any violence taking place there based on the arrival of the political leader of Unity Party? Is the place very calm where you have people moving on their normal activities?
Yes, the place calm because the recent violence that took place in Korea, people are on the light and they are abused by, military apparatus. And also the superintendent this afternoon at a press conference. For everyone to be calm and not to go into the streets. Supporters of the CDC, they are in a huge number. Citizens now go into the streets to just said those who are from Morovia to follow the call and past president. So I got to you, the apparatus, just situated, they are all deployed, funnels, across the funnels to make sure that it is peaceful.
I'm getting a report from Lofa County Mile in Bonjama where you are currently situated speaking to us that the a political leader of Unity Party is to arrive in Bonjama. But how is the turn out there as we speak?
Well, at the time of this unity party, the very with the mobilization, mobilize people. And this morning, they did a mobilization. Taking people from nearby towns and villages to come here in Bonjaman. So they are all here. It cannot be compared to the arrival of the president. That's the first part of here. The arrival of the president, we saw representative candidates and two representatives have been putting down to welcome the president. Like in Bonjaman, this number four, we saw the Muslim Ibrahim Kole, who flew out proud and welcome the president, and also to the two representatives, Honorable Moses Wakoli, who is contesting the ticket of the CDC, who are proud, and we also saw other people from different angles, different glory groups. We were all here in the streets, we are proud, but that is not saying right now to you. We are not seeing that, but what we are seeing here is that the
Mason, I
way.
want you to be very crystal clear on this report from Wonjama in Lofa County. Are you saying that they turn out currently because we have meetings now to 7 o'clock? They turn out there is poll on the arrival or waiting for the arrival of the political leader of Unity Party.
Definitely, I can say that. And if you like, I can keep showing you a screenshot that where you can see the number of people that are waiting. And I'm saying this because the different economic groups we saw on the arrival, during the arrival of the president, and we are not seeing the different economic groups here. But rather, we are seeing people to welcome the someone like Julia, someone like your vice president, to come into this country. So that's what they are saying.
Missing is it a practice or maybe you think it's what happened? Missing, you want to just move from where you are. We get to some interference, please.
Yeah, because of the group.
Oh, you
Um,
among the group.
okay,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so let me
Okay.
ask you this question. Is it or tendency or maybe it's something that has been practiced in Lofa? Maybe you won't see the number of supporters now in Lofa County because they are now original numbers. Maybe there are people being chalked along with the vice president that will come and make the number. Is it what you think will happen?
No, I cannot say that they are people being trucked. But the issue of trucking people from different towns and villages, that is happening. It's happening during the arrival of the president. Also, it's happening this morning. I traveled from one point to another and I saw people being trucked from villages. And some of them didn't this morning and people all the time that we have to leave because the time that was set for the arrival of the president of one time was 2 o'clock. And up to the question, they are yet to see the former like 12 past president. So some of them left already. So we cannot agree. I can't just say that. So I'm receiving signal that the thing is about the enter
So
into
makes him
Washington.
I know you want to run, even though, like you said, people were being, maybe trucked on some of the villages around Vuntama. Yesterday, the turnout is not as that impressive as you think.
Can you repeat your question, sir?
I'm saying, according to you, that people were trucked, seeing people coming from villages in different vehicles for Vuntama for this program, even though that happened, but yesterday the turnout is not that impressive as you think it should be.
I mean, we have to leave that just for the comment of the choice because what we saw from the major contender that the comparing theirs with this Unity party, I'm getting to see that too that I saw during the arrival of the presidential candidate.
Okay, thank you very much, Mason. We hope you can keep following all of the activities in Lofra County. Thank you.
Definitely, I'm posted right here at the gas station
And,
where we are receiving now.
and when the political leader arrives, please let us know, and then we'll connect with you.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, we want to know the turnout. How is it? But from what we received, uh, so uh, so from what we received, just to let you know, um, it is it is let me go now. What I'm getting from Lofa is that the turnout is very, very low. Like listen to the guy from Von Jama. Yes. Let me go now to a veteran journalist, Philip Brown, who has been posting lots of issues of recent, and we want to move on to that and talk about it and to know why is it he's been posting all these things on social media on his official page. First of all, we want to confirm whether that page belongs to him, whether it is his page, whether he's the one posting all these things on social media. as to some of the things that we've seen on social media and how is it going. We want to find out first when that is being confirmed. Then we're asking about some of the things he's posting, why he's posting all the things he's posting, what is he sensing um, about this issue. But let me go now to see if I can have Philip Brown on the line of veteran Labyrinth, who's who's what's happening here? What's happening here? Why is it? What's happening? We just had a conversation off the radio before coming here. Yeah. Okay, let me try to get settled like this. We're trying to connect with him, but we're experiencing some breakthrough. I don't know where he see. Why is it we're finding it the way it is? But let me try to go to him and talk to him again, making all efforts to have him on the line so that we can talk to him concerning some of the posts he's been carrying out. He's been posting on his social media handle. Maybe he would better explain to us about some of the posts he's been making. Let me just read you as we try to connect with him. Let me just read you some of the posts he made in the past up to present. One of the posts he made, he said, "We live to bear witness how ECOWAS and the West twist overturn the presidential elections in favor of the Unity Party, EJS, and JNB. Did George Weah start a civil war?" Another one he posted, he said, "At that time, we stood with ECOWAS and the West decision because Weah was not prepared to lead the country coming out of a war. If President Sirleaf had not said no, ECOWAS and the Western leaders were about to give the presidency to the Unity Party for third term. Following the various peace agreements that led to the Accra and Abuja Peace Accord, you have realized that Liberia has an electoral college, the West and ECOWAS." And then on, let me see what he posted on today. Was it today? Okay, so today, what did he post? This is what he posted today. He said, "There will be blood on our streets. Parents should purchase dry goods, water, and medications before the October 10 elections. Regardless, no one will accept the polls results." It is what that he has been posting, and you see on social media colleagues are concerned about the post. Why? Why is he posting such? What is it that he's sensing that he cannot come out to the public and explain in detail? But he's making these kinds of posts, and so some other people think that it needs much more explanation that people will understand why is it he's making the kinds of posts. What is the motive behind all of his posts? And for those of you, Mr. Philip Brown is a veteran Liberian journalist that has been in the field for decades, who has been, you know, uh, but with such and looking at his stand in the intelligent area, being a journalist, is one thing, but in terms of intelligence, it's something different. And so when you see or you hear people of such making these kinds of posts, You want to know exactly what is what is it that is behind the post, why he's making the post, right? Uh, I see people remind me. Okay, that mean I'm trying to get him though. I'm trying to get him as to all of the posts here. I'm trying. I don't know if he's traveling or he has, So there are some other posts he did. I wish I did not read. Let me read this. I think it was 3 days ago. He said, "President Weah is family to me. He calls me his brother. He protects me. We don't admit our family close ties, but he and I are aware. I'm obligated to protect him as well." Then the next one here, he said, President Weah's grandmother, Floke Conjala, being escorted by Way, will sleep to our horse up Mama Point and be taken to see the art actor at JFK by our mother. In other words, Eugene Falcon, I'm listening to your rescue show. Unfortunately, he did not come. Excellent public relations. No one is insulting the president of the republic anymore. They have all focused their attention on me. President Weah is a lesser of two evils. My family and I will never put our security and well being in the hands of three notorious murderers: Senator Johnson, Representative Coluba, and Bot Nicky. And another one, he said, I rather stay with the devil that I know than the angel that I don't know. Next post he did, he said, those who have ears, let them hear. The eagle has snowed. The presidential election is over. Will be inaugurated. 4 days ago, he said the United States visa restriction cuts across the political, social, economic, and religious spectrum of our society. No one is exempted or favored. Anyone can fall victim. He said, following the various peace agreements that led to the Accra and Abuja peace accords, you have realized that Liberia has an electoral college, the West and the Air. Okay, to the war maggots, there will be no more civil wars in Liberia. There will be no more checkpoints in Liberia. Liberians will not run away. I mean, Liberians will not run anymore, President Weah. Okay, so I think I got him again. I need to try to get him. And I'll ask him why is it he, I don't I don't know. Is he traveling or because at one point in time he's off, another point in time he's on, and I'm finding it difficult to get him. I'm finding it difficult to get you, Philippine. What's happening?
I go home the always because I'm on the highway, so
Yeah,
the network will fluctuate.
yeah, because we were finding it difficult with announce over and again that we'll have you on the show, but how's everything? How you faring? Are you in Liberia?
Yes, I mean, like, I'm, I'm doing very good.
Are you the official owner of this Facebook page by the name of Bert S. Brown? A person wearing, I think it was a young age. Sorry,
It's very strong.
well, you breaking.
Like I say, I'm on the highway.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the network will fluctuate.
I hope you could just, for the sake of the Liberian people, just maybe park for a meeting so that we can talk to you so that you can be very crystal clear.
Okay, let me get somewhere where I know I will call.
Okay, we're expecting your call.
Uh,
Thank you. We're waiting your call. He's a veteran journalist, Philip Brown. So he confirmed the account. So we want to talk to him further and hear what you said about some of the posts here coming from him. Others are seeing it differently, while others are seeing it to be something very important, and they see no wrong into what he's doing. Okay, let me just say something about this investigation we'll be conducting, and then before we move ahead, and then as soon as we receive the call from uh, Philibert Brown, then we'll take him. We've been talking, and I will continue to update the public on a daily basis about the Market Business Center. The Market Business Center, who has since been investigated by us, and we find out that they've been practicing something totally wrong. They've been honor declaring, they did a lot of fraudulent issues. We wrote Commissioner Tower, and let me just say to the public, we're able to talk to one of I think the next mayor in command at LRA, Commissioner uh, uh, Montgomery. So he himself has since gained interest into it. Today we had a conversation. He promised that they would do due diligence into the process. And on today, I received a call from I think the office assistant to Commissioner Tower that that issue has been forwarded to him, and they've started the process. We still remain, we. It's not that we want self glory, but we want the right thing to be done in our country. So we will be waiting to hear from them. Just so you know, we've written LRA and LRA, according to them, they've launched investigation. And let us say this again. If this investigation by LRA is done with honesty, if this investigation is done honestly with what we've investigated by LRA, Market Business Center will pay not less than half a million or $1 million in terms of taxes they have to pay to the government of Liberia. If and it will interest you to know on yesterday, like the way Commissioner Montgomery instead part of the many documents we received, and I've asked and I tried to find out whether such charge, for those of you maybe you're not in that sector, you might not know. Such charge, I was informed that it is not something that can be waived. Even all the document, it says that that figure or amount, it is not negotiable. So it means if it is $10, it is 1,000, it is 2,000, it is 5,000 on that source charge that you have to pay. You cannot negotiate it. That's something you will pay. You will not even leave $1. But we got to understand that on one of the documents belonging to Market Business Center that has to do with source charge, it was being signed and they were to pay money or a waiver was given them by the Commissioner General of LRA. It is not acceptable under the law. So this investigation, federal Liberian is big. We have the documents in our possession. But I was told maybe, I don't know, at a particular time there was an arrangement, understanding, or whatsoever, or we want to give LRA the chance to go out and investigate. But what I am assured of, such charge, it is not something that the commissioner said can give you unless it is in certain cases where you should, but maybe he did it on the right side. So that's the reason why we want to know. If he did not do it on the right side, why would he allow? Now, just one of the documents, on that document, they were to pay 6,000 plus. So imagine how many such charges they've been given on a free basis where they're supposed to pay, even though their bill was raised and everything. We have it, but then they did not pay, and the document was then signed by the Commissioner General of LRA, right? Market Business Center. We enter it. We are waiting to hear what LRA will say. We hope that they will do the needful so as to help the Liberian people so that all the money's been stolen by all different companies in our country, that they'll be able to pay. If the Commissioner General is aware of this, he needs to tell us. If he's not aware, how the signature get onto a such charge document, we need to know. And we want to know from Market Business Center why they've been defrauding the government of Liberia. It's a very big syndicate, Federal Liberian. It's a very big syndicate, and you will get to know about it. Let me just inform you again about one of the institutions. It is NP Liberia Limited. NP Liberia Limited. We are to have a meeting with them on tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 11. We've uncovered something. It is alleged. We've uncovered something. It is alleged. It is in the tune of 1 million plus. But we've reached out to them to hear that side of the story. There was an investigation conducted. We have the investigative report and the pieces of evidence. But they are claiming innocent, even though the head of the institution, sometimes that's how they behave. The way he sounded to us, he did not sound the way a leader or head of an institution should. But we stay alive. They say journalism is something that you need to be very persuasive into what you want to get from the people. When somebody is involved into an unacceptable act and you put them in the process, don't just work out and accept it. They want to act like they're innocent. But it is now our responsibility to sue them to what we need to do is to expose it so that relevant authorities can take seize of the matter. So tomorrow we'll be meeting MP Liberia Limited. Uh, we've sent them the message. We'll go to them and hear them out. If they gave us that information, when we're discussing it on the radio, we'll also mention what they've explained to us. We'll also read what we have or what we've investigated, backed by what we can defend even in the court of law in this country, right? So to just let you know, there are more things we're doing. We believe in investigation. We continue to dig deeper into lots of investigations to uncover things that are not in the interest of the Liberian people, things that people are doing that are not good and undermining the very same country that is giving them the chance to do what they're doing. So we're continuing to do that. We're trying to get also the role there. He's trying to get a very better place so as to have him on. But until then, let me move on as we await the call from uh, uh, Philibert Brown. Until then, let's move on to this issue that transpired in Lofa County. Hmm? It's very, very important. Let's move on to this issue that transpired in Lofa County. Okay, let's play you. First of all, we'll play you the 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 Secretary General of the two political parties. We'll play you Unity Party Secretary General voice first. We want you to listen, and we all need to condemn violence in this country, no matter which one of the political parties you're from. Let's play you the Secretary General of Unity Party voice first. And so you listen and listen to what he said during his press conference about the issue in Lofa County, and then we'll move on to uh, and so we'll move on now to CDC, the Secretary General of CDC, and then we'll move on to the Secretary General of CDC on the show. After that, there's a video footage circulating on social media, and a girl is in that video is seen wearing red, and he was being interviewed, and he's believed to be a supporter of a unity party, but we cannot independently verify it. And then um, he's saying that he's from the unity party and souls of Jose Newman Boata. We'll play you, you listen to it. Let's play you the press conference that was held by Unity Party Secretary General in response to what transpired in Lofa County, and also we'll also go for CDC Secretary General Jefferson Tamakoji, his own statement in response to what happened in Lofa County. Then we'll go for this quote unquote video circulating on social media where this guy is saying that they form a defense force in Lofa County to protect and defend unity party or whatsoever. Then we'll move on to the Minister of Justice press conference on today. Then we'll provide our analysis on this matter. Then before we can go to the lines on these very important issues on the show this evening. Issues of today on Voice of Liberia 104.1 is what you're listening to, and 89.7 in Kakata and other parts of the country on www.voiceofliberiaradio.com. You're out of Liberia, all parts of the world. We want to say thank you as you're listening to us. We want to say thank you very much. We do appreciate you for joining us. Uh, okay, okay. Mm, so let me get the voices for uh, for us to have it to be play. Yes, let me get the voices for us to have it to be played so that we can. But it'll be interesting so that you can listen to it and listen to what the two secretary general they've said. What how they responded to the issues in Lofa County? What are their responses about it? And based on their two separate explanations, anyone will deduce from it and know exactly because they're giving accounts of certain things that unity party people explain about what they said that happened and how they received the information from the county. While you have the CDC, they were condemning the action and calling for justice and speedy investigation into the matter. But it is always in the case of such, you will have different views and how people see it, but it's just fair enough to listen to them. And we, as journalists, provide our own independent analysis on the matter. And then we allow you Liberians to weigh in on the issues. Uh, so let us have it play so you can listen.
The local citizens of Foya were on their way jubilating on the different streets in Foya County. Foya, they were on their way to a specific area called Shilo Junction. So while on their way to Shilo Junction, it is our understanding that one or two of our partisans have motorbike. One of the motorbike experienced some problem. And then along that road, it is our understanding that the resident of Thomas Park, the one of the candidates in the Koya district for the representative has his resident were close. So one of our partisans motorbike them, and then while they were there trying to fix the motorbike to continue their journey to Shilo Junction, We saw a group of supporters of Thomas Fowler coming from the fence of Thomas Fowler to ask why partisans and supporters of the Unity Party were around there, as if people were prohibited from others standing around or passing by Thomas Fowler's fence. While they were in the process, those group of supporters supporting Thomas Fowler in the CDC started throwing unnecessary jabs and engaging in all kinds of provocations on our partisans. In that process, a number of them came from there. Those specifically that came from the fence of Thomas Fowler, it is our understanding had their LIS uniform on. And while they were having LIS uniform, some of them had CDC, written behind their uniform. And then while they were changing words, stones started coming from Thomas Fowler's face to our participants to disrupt or disturb, their being and while they were moving towards Shido Junction. While in that process, is our understanding, incredibly informed that the police command in Lofa County, one in Soya, one Besa, people the fence of Thomas Park, along with one of the state, and in his attempt to either quiet down or exacerbate the situation, he shoot live bullets amongst partisans or supporters of the Unity Party. And in that process, one of them died, unfortunately. So the situation exacerbated to the extent that it even became overly explosive. So we are here to inform fellow Liberians and our diplomatic community that you report 2 years ago, we saw pictures of Malaysians or militants being trained by Thomas Fowler from Lofa County, specifically in Korea. That training that occurred, it was in anticipation of this 2023 legislative and presidential elections. You will also recall that there were, pictures were circulating on social media specifically. The CDC could not deny that. Sadly, we are witnessing what appears to be an effort on the part of the CDC in FOIA to make it appear that FOIA County is a trusted ground for the arrival of His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Namabuaka. But on the contrary, partisans, supporters, sons, and daughters of Lopa County are in high gear here to receive their uncle, their father, and their son. So while that process, the Unity Party standard bearer was on his way from one county to go to FOIA, the CDC has a plan to make Lofa appear to be a toxic ground. This is the reason why I plan to call this press conference to inform you, fellow Liberians, that CDC has now engaged in not just violent provocation, but what we heard about 2 years ago, that there will be intimidation, there will be harassment, and the elimination of partisans and supporters of the Unity Party. That's exactly what we witnessed today in Florida. It is very sad, and we want to call on the attention of the international community. We have several recommendations here, but I will allow my colleague, the spokesperson for the Unity Party, Lion 2023, to pick up from here, and after which we will come up with some recommendations, and thereafter we will make 15 questions.
Okay, so that you listen to Unity Party one part of the dress, some of the things they talk about, like the things started according to the Secretary General of Unity Party, that the issue started when their supporters, quote unquote, uh, uh, were moving on a and then the bank had a problem, and they decided to repair the bank, have it settled. And then in that process, a group of men, people came from the fence of Thomas father, all of them. Okay, and another guy he mentioned the name Besa came, who's the commander of police in that place. So LIS people, they said what they heard from CDC years back is what they trying to implement. Let's listen to what CDC Secretary General had to say.
I want to quickly see this moment to be, as you may be aware, at this time, got to do with a court of duty. We were practically engaged in the trenches, on the streets, in the communities, engaging the people that matter, articulating what the ideology of this party means to them. And I want to stand before you with a single voice and with a thorough appreciation for their receptiveness and the manner in which our messages continue to resonate with them. We want to thank them. We sincerely want to thank them. We also want to use this time quickly to recognize a cross section of a Liberian citizens, more especially our our musician stars, the likes of Crystal the Change, Bucky Raw.
Hey man, I want us to go to the main area where I'll give you the entire thing though. You see what you brought? The entire one that I edited? No, I don't think this is it.
Must act accordingly for the spokesperson Mo Ali to assume that those who perpetrated the act was someone else, he also become a person of interest. Let's investigate and know and let the murderers be held accountable. The second now the Holocaust President, Secretary Bwaka, Mo Ali, Amos Twelve.
Okay, so the Secretary General of CDC, we want to get the referral thing, and Jefferson Kochi, because of time, and then, not time, sorry, we're having veteran Liberian journalist Philip Brown joining us. Mind you, he's finding it difficult with the the network area, so we need to just cut it and join him. After that, we'll come back. Good evening, a veteran Liberian journalist Philip Brown. How you doing tonight?
How are you? How are things?
We're doing great, pretty well, trying to do the best for the interests of the country.
Definitely.
Like I asked you earlier on, are you in Liberia?
Yes, I am.
Ah, someone said you out of the country.
No, I'm not. I'm in Liberia.
Okay, we've seen a lot of posts coming from a page, I believe to be Philip Bird S. Brown. Are you the owner of this page?
Definitely.
Are you the one posting all what has been posted on the page?
Definitely.
Okay, what's the motive behind all of your posts? If you want me to go into then one
So
after.
I don't think you should waste your time.
Mhm. First of all, let's start on the point where you made mention of your relationship with the president.
So that's irrelevant. Let's talk about President one.
But they say as a journalist, you should not show a side. You saying the president is your
Who
cousin.
told you that? Who told you that? Which journalist, journalistic book taught you that? That your journalist you not to show a side. You
So,
see CNN?
Mhm.
CNN is predominantly a democratic institution. Fox is predominantly a Republican institution. These are the people that are teaching us journalism. So and they can endorse alternatives.
Mhm.
So let's skip that because it's irrelevant. Say what you call me for.
Eh, okay, thank you very much. Let me move to a post you made that lots of persons, journalists, they are running with that has to do with you wanting people to get things prepared because the election won't be easy or the results will not be accepted by mainly the two major political institutions in our country. What do you mean of that post? What are you sensing as a veteran Liberian journalist?
Okay, let me just be hypothetical for a while.
Mhm.
Um, no one here you do not have to be a rocket scientist or to be a super cop or to be the best investigative reporter to know what is obtaining in the country.
Mhm.
All right?
Mhm.
You and I know that this election, I've been talking about this election 2 years ago.
Mhm.
So go back into my post. You will see that where I advise parents to start getting ready to buy dry goods, water, and medication and stay home after they have cast their votes.
Mhm.
Yeah, simple as that. Many people misinterpreting my statement talking about you want to bring civil war. No one person can bring civil war into this country. Okay? To bring civil war, you must have two things. You must have your supply route and you must have your escape route. The only time you can have supply route if you are in cahoots with Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Ivory Coast. And those countries are in perfect relationship with Liberia. They will not entertain anybody using the country for supply route. So the possibility and probability of starting a civil war in this country is null and void.
You may
I'm,
mention. You may
I'm
mention.
coming,
Mhm.
Shibu.
Go ahead.
I'm coming. I was speaking in the context of civil disobedience. Now, let me state my case and you ask a question.
Mhm. Go ahead.
The issue of this election 2010, 2023 October 10 election is merely about bread and butter. I don't know if you comprehend what I'm trying to say.
Mhm. Go
And
ahead.
you want me to break it down.
Go ahead. For the sake of the public.
Okay, it's about bread and butter. There's two rival political parties. ANC is trying to get in the pool. They're still outside the cycle. There's unity and unity party. The unity party has been out of political power for 6 years.
Mhm.
They are relatively broke. All right?
Mhm.
Their family have gone through hardship for 6 years. The CDC been having political party for 6 years. They have been balling for 6 years. The unity party not willing to go another 6 years being broke and trying to explain it to their folks. The CDC, you kids on the block have enjoyed political power, have learned to invest political capital, all right?
Mhm.
They have something to show, and they are not going to give up political power easily. Now, the whole essence of this election here, for me, I'm going to vote because of the motion, but it's not going to end up well. All right?
Mhm.
Hypothetically, again, if CDC wins, Unity Party will not accept the results. If Unity Party wins, CDC will not accept the result. There's no place going to go outside that into civil disobedience. Not to be caught in the crossfire, buy your medication, buy food, and buy water, and stay at home while the folks jump into the street and demonstrate because they are not satisfied with the results. Okay? This is all I'm saying to parents. And let me tell you what has already obtained through my investigation.
Mhm.
They are taking their children as they speak out of the country. The
Who
Americans
who
are here,
are
that are
those?
here in the country. Now, not call nobody name,
Okay.
the vote.
Mhm.
They are moving closer to the U.S. embassy in case of any eventual access to the U.S. embassy because they are American citizens. The folks that are in the state can use vehicles. They are spending your family money with instruction to buy food for the elections. So somebody is supposed to say thank you because there's the biggest secret in the country. The biggest secret. All right?
Mm.
So nobody must come and try to, see people and wonder where the people level of understanding. Okay? It has nothing to do with CDC. It has nothing to do with Unity Party. It has to do with your safety and your family safety. After you vote, you already see.
Philip Bear, some of your posts that have trickled some of the questions and what you feel will come from what you're saying on social media is where you mentioned that past elections were rigged in favor of former President Ellen
My
Johnson
brother,
Sirleaf and
let me say this to you.
Mhm.
Don't waste your time. If you look under my post, I say what I have written. I have written. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Huh?
What you meant of it?
I stand by every single thing that I have written. I don't write things that come and say, oh no, Sukkum and my man, I was sleeping. I don't drink liquor. I'm not on drugs. I've never taken drugs in my life. So I'm a very sound individual. When I say something, I know what I'm talking about, and I mean what I'm talking about. So, Sekou,
How can
listen,
you?
if you don't mind,
Mhm.
I have to start on the highway
Mhm.
to talk to you. I got to get home to my family. Thank you.
I know. Thank you very much. He's very security minded. I know he wants to run, but that is it. I wanted to go in depth, but then he's right too because he's moving a distance. But let's take few calls on this issue of what he said. Fellow Liberians, what are your thoughts? What do you make of it? Then we'll come back. We'll go into the issue about the violence in Lofa County and we will start from where we stop. We'll play the entire version of the Secretary General of CDC, a person of Jefferson Tamakoji, and then we play you all the needed things. Then we go into our analysis. 0770907907 0770907907 907 The numbers to join us. WhatsApp line is +231 770 For those of you out of Liberia, we're going to take few calls on this issue from a veteran journalist, Philip Brown. There are some information we are getting and we've received, which is 99.9% credible, but we can say it on the radio. Trust me, I will say it on the radio. Hello,
Hello?
good evening.
Yeah, I'm wanting to see it from Singapore.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, even though Philip Brown, he insisted that he can't go to call me who moved at the embassy, but let's get the record straight. Maybe he doesn't want to do it, but intelligence have revealed that even the election commissioner, maybe he doesn't want to do it, the election commissioner have moved near the embassy. And if you want to take this serious or if you want to joke with it, just kindly do one thing. Do an investigation as to whether this information is true, whether the election commission that we have in the current one is close to the embassy. So that alone, if that is true, that alone speaks volume. What is the intent? What is the intent? I think in my own mind, hello?
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, I think in my own mind, that could be one of the factors that allows to this post that we get from Federal Brown, even though he are not named But myself have gotten some information that the election commissioner actually have not heard it.
Okay, thank you. Let me take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. You're live.
Yeah. How are you, my brother?
Go ahead, sir. You're live.
Hello.
Sir, I need to take another person, please. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Go ahead.
Well, this Abenigo P. Morris, I call from Bannerville. You know what Philibert Price saying? Hello?
Go ahead, sir. You're live.
Yeah, I respect Philibert Brown very well. You know, Philibert said as Deputy Minister for Defense in the time of Charles Taylor. He's not a bad man, but what he's talking really, it will not make any sense. Nothing is going to happen in the election. That's how the folks here in the Liberian people.
He's not saying that. He's just cautioning all of us. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not definitely about talking about he's an old journalist. He's a very early man. He had a half a day. Everything here, you have to be saying that kind of thing. You know, like, not elsewhere, you know what happened in the war. Maybe, you know, not getting out there with flip, not being here. Should be talking no kind of thing. Thank you, man.
Thank you, this person. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, speaking of Garden Anthony from Ria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listening to the discussion by the second journalist. Yeah, I think the mayor is not in error and then we're trying to focus character because if we really look at things in Liberia right now, making us to be like a fair, we would a common citizen in Monrovia, we won't have our fear of movement now these days. Why you always see having election then with our older people coming out and then giving us step or threatening wars. We know where are we going, we know how we can be.
Good evening.
Good evening, Sekou.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is Jerome. I'm approval of Church Second.
Mm-hmm.
I also, you know, I'm not going to disagree with Flavor Brown. Flavor Brown knew that you changing something coming from our election. It's very challenging the government. The government will be all the full machinery in play. But when the state push powerful, I think it's something. There is something people to, you know, to do things that they're not supposed to do. They try to make that for to be fair. That people be in the field, we stay people. Okay, it's wrong. That's the man coming in that you back, you know, if you see something, you know, this is the hypocrisy that people do in the country. Everything I think is not going well, like crazy as a big man. I think if you know, like the government, yes, you have to should I say to them, very few. The ball is running and you're getting on the street, see how many is keeping. Then you go for the time when the scatter to go to one point is wrong. I think they're telling you, sport that person, and on the program, they can be on a person. Who try to do that kind of people? No. We're not going back to the day. The only are not going to come out here and we're not keep the peace. But we're talking about the peace, they put every party, every individual. So
thank you very much, this person. Hello. Hello. Yes. Go ahead. So you need to move from the noise. You're coming very bad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this issue with regard to the person made by Honorable Brown doesn't mean that there is going to be a war. When you listen to the manner in which the SG of the governing of the CDC is speaking, and also I listen to the manner in which they are the issue.
Are you not also listening to the folks from Unity Party? Okay, let me take the noise is coming too much. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for the show.
Mm-hmm. Check. Go ahead. How do you expect us to get you when you in the noise of such? How do we get you, my brother?
So you know, I listen to people about right? It's always trying to make itself too much. You know, this election, I'm saying that when the other person wins, the other party will not agree, the other party will win, the other party will not agree. It is not true. This election, while everybody is thinking that it would be essential fight for water shield, You know, because I mean, they were just a bit, but I was saying to you, how come what God working? So that because yes, that's nothing is going to be that way. Yes, that's all. The other is going to put this letter. Yes, nothing.
Let me take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Would I ask you who will win? Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, this is the man that you got boy from Bon County.
Mm-hmm. One county.
Yeah, yeah.
You listening to us on the radio or what? Go ahead. Let's hear you from Bon County.
Yeah, that narrative I was gonna just make just I just want to make a comment on it.
Go ahead. That's the reason why you're alive.
Yeah, I differ with him. I don't really actually agree with him. That if the election is free and fair, I don't think so that if we give result to somebody, so that they say I'm not going to accept it. I'd like to bring all your facts that will prove that you say yes, this is I'm not satisfied with the result. Everybody see it. But you can say it was if they are actually made, I really I'm not satisfied with that. Yeah. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This person on this line. Hello. No, I will cut you off. You coming
Yo,
too bad. Okay, let me take another
the
person.
radio, my man. How are you?
Go ahead.
Yeah, my point is
Go ahead. You're live. Okay, let me take another person here. Next person. Hello.
right. Good evening, Sekou.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Sekou. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Emmanuel M. Super Jr. And I joined from the office of the Interlectual Service System number 14.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sekou, let me appreciate you for the platform and listen to Philippine Ground. I want to partially disagree with him on the issue of violence because Sekou firstly, categorically, we condemn every situation that is anti-democratic. You know, I'm opposition is still support of the president, and we believe that people going to re-elect the president on the first ballot. Why I disagree with Philippine Brown is that, you know, if the Union Party wins this election, president, we are going to accept it. We are going back because they are not going to win this election. There's the reason why. All the plans of the president is everything. Commandos, in the commandos, these are electoral commandos that various changes, making sure that we are campaigning vigorously as if we are opposition political party. We are not campaigning as a ruling party. We are not even depending on the ideology of incumbency. You see the president is campaigning vigorously. And on the other hand, the United Party will accept the election result because, as a matter of fact, the security, the joint security will protect the peace of this country and every Liberian, counting on every Liberian to protect the peace of this country. This is the reason why you have to pay your full watcher. Let the United Party pay sufficient full watcher.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let me go to this person here. Hello.
Hi, how are you, Sekou?
Yes.
It's a pleasure being here for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Degas and Sekou, and I come from Cardwell, one of the elders. Sekou, people that feel bad cannot threaten us by telling us, say, you are full for what. The fact that we still got a powerful for our
Is,
service,
is he,
so now you
he's
will tell
not,
what to do concerning by.
hello, I don't think he's threatening or he's just giving you, he's questioning us. It's not
Yeah,
a
Sekou,
threat.
the reason I'm saying this, Sekou, there was a chief federal brown that came up to say, and say, something million that was looking at proper in the country. Was it true? Was that true? Federal Brown was one in the country where his his people, his education was attacked. That is very clear in the country by the United Party. Why did it bring any problem in this country? Nothing will happen, people will survive. Let's start bringing this scare tactics to us. That will take thing. What will happen, Sigo, is someone like Federal Brown who has some background security can start telling us to start packing things. I'm not saying you don't have a relative, but Sigo, the messenger is supporting. The person that's speaking about this thing, Sekou, that's not concerned. I'm elder in this country. I've been here for a very long time. You know what can happen when you kind of people start coming out?
Thank you very much. Let me take this person. Good evening.
Good evening, Sekou.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Adam Pong, and I join you from Johnsonville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. And I listened to the senior brother, but I think what also disappointed on his part that I wanted him to make clarity when he said that since being the incumbent, if they lose the election, they are not going to accept the result. You know, that is something that really baffled me as to which background is he speaking from. Because United Party has a lost the election in the country, they accepted the result. So maybe he has certain information that is leading. You know now he's investigating he's been in this field for a long time. So maybe there are indicators or factors that you have you can release to the public as to why you will not accept the result as an incumbent in power. So I think like you said, you were rushing out, you didn't settle down. I think you need to call him back to ask him some of these critical questions. Simple.
Thank you very much. Let me take this person here. Hello.
Hello, Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you ever so much. I noticed that almost everybody before the was to the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, I respect his analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know him. I heard about him. But everything he said, there's logic in it. The high expectation of the two parties is very high. In Africa, to see a ruling party to just relinquish power at one time is difficult. And what we are seeing is that the opposition party is coming out very strongly. So he is not saying that there will be war. But until President Weah can say, yes, I agree, Joe Biden win. Or Joe Biden agree and announce, yes, President Weah won, there will be a law. Within that period of time, here where he is speaking from. Thank you ever so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me take this person. Hello.
Hello, sorry.
Should we say to you people move from your monitor before you call?
No, I'm not around any monitor. You are
Okay, go
just here.
ahead.
Yeah, I was on the number. I check. I listen to people saying unless I mean, except Mr. Weah agreed or Mr. Kaka agreed. You know the problem is what Mr. Sherry?
Mm.
Like when the referee, if the referee when they give Sterling freedom and Sterling, they accept the result. That's very easy. And there's no debate about it. But they say Mr. Weah, it's taking. And election is not Mr. Weah. It is the Nigerian people. So Mr. Weah have to agree to say, I lose
You
the
you understood the context in which the man spoke?
Come again?
You understood the context in which he spoke?
No, I'm not talking about cinema, bro. I'm talking about we just got the law.
No, speak to the issue, Chief. You can be talking about responding to other people points. Hello.
So,
Yeah, good evening.
what's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel.
Smith, go ahead. Hope you
Yeah,
listen to all what the people said here.
yeah. I listened to Steve Brown, and for me, I will partly agree with what you say because this is somebody who ambition your friend of the president or ambition to the president, and he has also ambition that he's a supporter of the government. And I want to believe that there are a lot of meetings that he can let off, there are a lot of plans that he can let off. That his government will now want to turn power for after the issue of that meeting at the party.
He did not say so, though.
So I know it is say importantly, but I'm saying from experience and what I do know as well. Now, people are going to test to it, right? There are government officials that I know personally that have taken their children out of the school. Some of them are now in the United States of America. Some of them are in Ghana. I know them personally.
What
And
I know of, everyone applying the U.S. embassy is not issuing visa as we speak.
yeah,
So
in question that I'm speaking of, he took his children from here
that who?
to I think for a league.
Oh, but then you lying. You can lie too much. I will say the one to you today, Smith. You can laugh too much. We can't make confusion again. You can laugh too much. You call that person name. You call that person name today. You call that name. Call the name. Agree that you telling story. Agree you telling story. Mala ni Christian Beneba. Agree that you telling story.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is.
But you can't call the person name. You're not brave enough.
The person it's so out of the person even told me that they cannot win this election.
I'm thinking, man. You want political. You need to party, man. Go ahead.
Yes, as I was saying, so it is clear, we from the angle of the United Party, we will accept free and fair results. An attempt to raise the impression by the government, we don't know how the government will compensate.
Oh, that the your political leaders in the country will come to an end, eh? That's what you want to do?
You want to speak on that as well?
Oh, thank you. We didn't get time, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me take another person. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ruben Kane.
Yeah. Thank you. You see, when I look at the electricity of Silver Brown, what he said, what happened with us 4 years before this time, I realized that people will take it as deception, but it was just admitting the truth. To my surprise to this level, after we had a win, also go to win the fee, to see university party process, go and vote with the staff of you. And at the end of the day, they see international community. What it is, we are not now, and that's just we are. It's another begging, peace, and after went on the inauguration of the party of the party. So my nation, this war is now fight that time. With this fight, the truth. So the people now accept what they see that the lost or the win, and the government will see is far to protest all over the country. While regions are soon and over. I would tell somebody, even this president will protest in the 50 countries, but that is the West. When I protesting the peace, and what happens where, who of people not take their own brother and sister, really everybody will come out of
Okay.
time. People to president elections. The one we suffer in the whole 2005. So, it's true. So, it's true. We say we free Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Ruben. Thank you very much. Let me take this person from this end. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yes, sir.
This is Samir Jamuko of Opera Custina.
Mm-hmm.
So the brother here, the couple here, or will go at the bypass, good President William or to what? If you say the brother when Joe had to power, he said that Joe had got money, he had divided money from a farmer. That is it, they are that was not any funding at a typical America brother, they were not true. So they say that brother, you have to pay any money. We are the bypass.
Thank you very much. Let me take now. Let's take a rest on this issue. Let's now transition to the issue about the violence in Lofa County. It's something very important we need to discuss. Let's play you like you've listened, but let's go now to let's play you the Secretary General of CDC own version of what he said on that day.
On behalf of our party, the standard bearer, we want to extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved family. And as a party, want to declare tomorrow as a mourning day for the unfortunate demise those three standing compatriots of the Blue Revolution movement. We want to emphasize our we have gathered our facts, international community observers are currently in Lofa County. They have documented the facts. Officially on Monday, the communication of the party will be put out. We'll be very surprised if the justice minister, through the police, to invite former Vice President Joseph, the head of the party death squad. We'll be shockingly surprised if Kennedy Bwaka is not invited to answer the death of these Liberians. One of the ringleaders achieve an age 30, you can rest assured, age 80, you are dead wrong. An 80-year-old man cannot hold a hostage. No. Even in your sleep, you can rest assured. In your dream, it's believed for control. But even in your dream, it's not possible. And stop what you're doing, man. It is our love for this country. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. You work here where Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she left this place peaceful. Stop portraying. If you claim and you say and you claim, what kind of other thing? All those things are just geared towards this. Why are you beating drum of war? What are you creating false impression? You want to steal election? Who's talking about stealing elections? Who? You sat here with like the murder on you, and you say you want to save this country. You campaign and come violence with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf on two separate occasions. If you are so desperate and claim to be a rescuer, why couldn't you not associate yourself? Why couldn't you not separate yourself and show and exemplify what you claim you have? Not surprised. You have people who are very disingenuous, very deceptive. So I want to tell you, our friends, it is saddening. Election Commission will fully document, or you can want to reassure that we will guarantee the peace of these elections. But it will not be at the expense of any sedition. No more a sedition will fall prey. Not even a sedition in Liberia. This election is scheduled for the 10th. And will come and pass. Who will be in local country. That's where we from. And you're creating scare tactics and you think it's sufficient to get you elected. You say we have won election. Even declare that you have won. That's verbal provocation. And unfortunately, one of the bishops who hailed, and you see him, he was script making. He also hailed from one. I want to say thank you. The purpose of coming to our palace, I want you to keep kind. We've been on the phone in Lofa. Those of you in Vonjama, Soso, Quadbirney, Fisipu, Kolahun, our nephews, our bonding nephews, we understand how angry you are. And on the phone, seeking permission to go to FOIA, you don't have to. The process in full swing. The state security will take charge. We want you to keep kind. You have a few more days. For those people who are by to end along with the political career, that is the real ending. Not the country. The real ending is for people like you who will go along with your political career. Definitely going to end with a political career. And want to re-emphasize the days of our mothers storing the bundles. Those days are over. The days where you will say, Papa, I respect you, but take out your slipper, those days are over. And the day I can re-emphasize in the words of our standard bearer, the days of checkpoints in this country is definitely over. Because the Liberian people themselves are not prepared to retrograde themselves. They will jealously protect their peace. So I want to call on you, citizens, tomorrow reserve a date of mourning here for our spirits. And I understand the force of prayer want to call upon you, listening to Honorable Thomas Fowler. The party is doing everything speedily possible that the perpetrator will be brought to book. No matter where how they find themselves, there is no space in Liberia can shield them for what they have done. They can go and they can do the word of God. No space here to shield those perpetrators. No space. No matter how far you think you can go on this issue, you miss it. You will not have a second chance on this one. Never will you have a second chance on this one.
Okay, there you listen to the Secretary General of CDC, Jefferson Koji. I'm playing you all the episodes so you listen to them and then we'll provide our analysis about them. Let's play you a video or video circulating on the social media where this fellow is calling himself. Listen to it, folks.
My name is
Mm.
Morris, the chairperson of the 800 meter in Fuya. Noah Tamamoris, the chairperson of the 800 meter in Fuya.
You said the chairperson of what?
The 800 meter.
When you say 800 meditors in Fuya, tell us a bit about this group.
From the Unity Party.
You are meditants for the Unity Party.
Of course.
What is your work? What do you do? What exactly are you involved with?
Well, we are just from this school, as mentioned, and let me just tell you, is to protect our parents, also protect the party.
So what are you doing exactly today? Since this morning, you've been out in the field, you've been going around from one end to another, so we'd like to know exactly.
Well, thank you so much. They should not doubt you. We're moving from place to place to tell the people that we are happy, more especially we have received our cares from America and other places. And so today we are jubilating to but whosoever that challenges us to offend us, we are prepared to respond to them.
Are you expecting any attack from
Well, as far as we're concerned, maybe we are in the on position, so we should start attacking our anytime.
Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking. You say your name again. What's your name again?
My name is Stuart Forest, the chairperson of the military.
Thank you so much.
My name is Stuart Morris, the chairperson of the 800 meter in Fuya.
You said the chairperson of what?
The 800 meter.
When you say 800 meditors in Fuya, tell us a bit about this group.
From the Unity Party.
You are meditants for the Unity Party.
Of course.
What is your work? What do you do? What exactly are you involved with?
Well, we are just from this school, as mentioned, and let me just tell you, is to protect our parents, also protect the party.
So what are you doing exactly today? Since this morning, you've been out in the field, you've been going around from one end to another, so we'd like to know exactly.
Well, thank you so much. They should not doubt you. We're moving from place to place to tell the people that we are happy, more especially we have received our cares from America and other places. And so today we are jubilating to let the people of Fuya, let the people of Lofa County know that Lofa County belongs to Unity Party.
There are concerns that you are putting fear in people. I mean, with the way you are dressed, like militant, walking around the streets, it's putting fear in people. course, we American people need to be afraid. Because, however, we are not here to offend nobody. We are not here to destroy. For whosoever that challenges that to offend us, we are prepared to respond to them. Are you expecting any attack from well, the opposition? As far as we're concerned, maybe we are in the opposition zone to expect attack or an attack. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for speaking to us. You stay on him again. What's your name again? My name is Stuart Makoros, the chairperson of the military. Thank you so much.
Okay, you listen, fellow Liberians. We bringing all these things to you so that you can get a clear picture of some of the things that came from local county statements that various leaders they made concerning the issue in local county. And let me come in with my analysis. And we need to be honest to ourselves. Let me use this time to condemn the violent issue in Lofa County. But before I provide my analysis, let's listen to what the Justice Minister said today during the press conference. I want you to listen to what the Justice Minister said today, and from that we will come now to provide you our analysis about what transpired in Lofa and the voices you listen to the Secretary General of Unity Party, Amos Square, you listen to the Secretary General of CDC, Jefferson Tamakoji, you listen to a fellow call himself Swat Tamba, I think what other name he called himself, and he said they are I don't know what was the group, they are they are the 800, I don't know again, whatsoever that established to provide whatsoever protection whatsoever in Lofa County. But it is believed to be a support base for 800 whatsoever in support of Unity Party, particularly Ambassador Joseph Mwambwaka in Lofa County. We'll provide our analysis and thoughts about this issue, but let's go and see as whether we can have the press conference held today by the joint security. Whenever joint securities meet, the Minister of Justice he presides, he heads that. So he spoke on behalf of the joint security today. Listen to what he said. Okay, so we're trying to have it for you, and we want you to listen to what what he said today, and then before we can come now and provide, look at some missteps in some of the statements made by some of the people, and provide our independent analysis about them, and then you will also see it and say what you have to say concerning that as well here on the show. Um, mm, Let me do this, and I hope our producers are doing all they can to have this for us. Yes, and the issue in Lofa, folks, we all need to continue to condemn it. It is something that worth condemnation. We should not support it. It is not what we need to do. Let us do our politicking without violence. We should not be, attacking each other. Yes, you can sell your idea. I can sell my idea, and we can move. And what you can be able to do to convince the people to vote for you, you can do it. So let's go to this and listen to what the Justice Minister said.
Preliminary investigation has confirmed that the violence, which led to 2 deaths, the wounding of several persons, and vandalism, was the result of conflict between individuals identified as supporters of the Congress Democratic Party and the Unity Party. We call on all peace-loving citizens to join us in denouncing these evil and wicked acts perpetrated by criminally minded individuals. Violence has no place in our democracy. An election must represent peaceful process by which choose their leaders. We express our condolences to the families and relatives of those who lost their lives. May their souls and the souls of all faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in perfect peace. The Joint Security Special Investigation Team of Election Violence has arrived in Foya, Lopa County, and has since commenced investigation into the incident of Friday, September 2023. Those found culpable is the full weight of the law. People must be made to understand that when they break the law, they will be held accountable. The Joint Security, following a comprehensive election security plan, has commenced the deployment of law enforcement officers throughout the 15 counties of Liberia of the Tuesday, October 10, 2023 election. The officers being deployed there by the Liberia National Police are in addition to those already stationed in the counties. We wish to assure everyone adequate security. We provided security during the voter exercise. We are currently providing security to presidential candidates, campaign rallies, so that candidates can be free. On election day, the Joint Security shall guarantee the security and safety of members of the National Election Commission, election workers, voters, precincts, election materials, and the general public. The Liberia National Police, representing the Joint Security, has undertaken a great deal of community policing, explaining to people to avoid violence during this election. We continue to caution against incendiary, inciting, and violent rhetoric being delivered online, print and electronic media, and in our communities. Deliberate misinformation, disinformation, fake news, fake message, extreme militarism, both in dress code and deportment, as some of the young people in political parties continue to pose a deeply concerning challenge. Those who incite violence are as guilty as those who commit actual acts of violence. We urge those having experiences regarding the conduct of to direct their grievances to the code of law, not seek to settle them in the street. Honor our law, each individual, not be a plaintiff, judge, jury, and executioner. Law enforcement is prepared to work with members of the public preserving the peace. The men and women in uniform are your friends. They are trained to protect and protect you. We ask that you also respect them as they represent the rule of law. Law enforcement and police must work together collaboratively. Notwithstanding law enforcement willingness to work with the public in preserving peace, no one has a right to rob peace. Anyone or thinking otherwise must reason. We caution members of the public not to test the result of the any attempt by anyone to disrupt the peace will be met with the full force of the law. The joint security be robust and prepared to do any and everything that is permissible to protect peace. Reasonable and proportionate shall be used where required. Those who elect let resolve on joint security be doing so. The Liberia Immigration Service during the period of this election has been ordered to heighten security to show that our temporary borders boundaries remain safe and secure. Of course, the armed forces of Liberia, as part of the joint security, remains available in the ongoing effort to guarantee peaceful elections. In the event peace and other law enforcement officers warrant military will be called in a situation of threat. Thank you.
Okay, there you have the Justice Minister of the Republic of Liberia, Frank Musa Dane, there. Even though I personally think that he has done more harm than good for our country. But it is what he said. And I tend to agree with him tonight. But there are some shortcomings on their part. But let's direct the issue to what transpired in Lofa County. We all witnessed and we heard it on various platforms, and you listen to the two secretary general from the two major political institutions in Liberia. There are a few things I want to point out before I go to the lines. I know you would disagree, you agree, but there are a few things I want to point out here. This fellow by the name of Dua Tamba, I don't know the last name he has, did this video a day before what occurred in Lofa County. This young man in this video who's claiming to be part of the defense force of Unity Party in extension, Ambassador Joseph Nyoma Boaka, in this video, who is claiming to be, made this video a day or two before what that transpired in Lofa County. And he said a few things in the video that their group, let me play it again so you will listen and listen. So let me connect you to what I'm saying. Because he's clear into what he said that they are the defense force of Ambassador Boaka or the Unity Party. He was clear about it. Did he say it after what that occurred in Lofa County? Or did he say it before? Take a time and listen to this.
My name is Noah Tamamori, and I'm from Nixongochu, and the chairperson of the 800 militant in Fuya.
You said the chairperson of what?
The 800 militant.
When you say 800 militants in Foya,
in Fuya,
tell us a bit about this group.
From the Unity Party.
You are militants for the Unity Party.
Of course.
What is your work? What do you do? What exactly are you involved with?
Well, we just formed this group as mentioned, and let me just tell you, is to protect our parents, also protect the party.
So what are you doing exactly today? Since this morning, you've been out in the field, you've been going around from one end to another. So we'd like to know exactly.
Well, thank you so much. It should not doubt me. We're moving from place to place to tell the people that we are happy, more especially we have received our cares from America and other places. And so today we are jubilating to let the people of Foya, let the people of Fakante know that Fakante belongs to the Unity Party.
There are concerns that you are putting fear in people. I mean, with the way you are dressed, like militant, walking around the streets, it's putting fear in people.
Of course, we Americans, people need to be afraid. Because, however, we are not here to offend nobody, we are not here to destroy, but whosoever that challenges that to offend us, we are prepared to respond to them.
Are you expecting any attack from
well,
maybe opposition?
As far as we're concerned, maybe we are in the opposition, so we should expect attacking our
Now, fellow Liberians, let us be clear tonight. This guy by the name of Juatama Morris, the man is clear. Now, part of the press conference held by the Secretary General, let us connect what the Secretary General said and what this man is saying. The Secretary General said the folks that came from the United States or their visiting guests that went to Fuya in Lofa County, they were leaving from one point to another, and I think one of the bags they were using had a problem. And this man is saying that they were out putting these fears, even though he was being asked that you people actions could put fear in the people. They said, but the man said they are militant, so people need to be afraid. So why were they out? They were out because the visiting guests or the US base or whatsoever that were in the country, they came out to either put fear or provide protection or whatsoever for them. So you see how it coincided? The Secretary General of Unity Party said the people back, one of the backs had a problem, and they parked not too far from the fence of Honorable Thomas Fowler. Then you want to reduce it to a point of saying some of the things he said that a rational person would not just believe so easily. Where he said when the backs they were trying to settle the back, and a group of people just came from within the fence of Thomas Fowler, believed to be supporters, according to his account. And they started to ring, or they just started to carry out things. That did not sound right. To have a true picture of it is difficult. That someone just facing a back, and someone will just come from another place in a group and just get them, bump into them, and start to cause problem and all of that. Even though admittance has been made by a guy claiming to be the head of the 80 militants in Fuya from Unity Party by the name of Juatama Morris. We cannot independently verify whether it is true that he is, but it is what he said. Who were they out for? The people that they said that came, the US based, United Partisan that needed to go there, everything. So it says to you that even though, because the National Elections Commission, they gave out particular dates to political parties to carry out their campaign activities. Was it the date that the National Elections Commission gave to Unity Party? Certainly no. In Foya, no, it was not the day. So it means that every other citizens or parties, they have right to be out until it is the day or date that has been approved by the National Elections Commission so that no other parties can come out. So it means on that day, Unity partisans have right to lobby or to campaign in the communities. CDC have right to also campaign in the communities. The only time CDC could not come out, like what Unity Party did, because Unity Party did not come out when they had their approved date time that the National Elections Commission gave them to carry out the campaign. So by that time, no one saw Unity Party. So it is within the same case that when that day reaches, CDC should not come up. Where CDC to come up on the particular day that Unity Party is to come up, then there's a problem here. But in this case, Unity Party had no right to say, sedition should not be out, or sedition had no right to say Unity partisans should not be out. Because at campaign time, though, it doesn't mean because you campaign in this place and I'm to come campaign there, so I have no right to be campaigning until you can come. So, but what Stuart Morris said, I don't know why up to present, I don't know whether he's part of the people that were arrested. We need to verify and find out because his own is clear. At one point in time in the video, he said that people need to be afraid of them. How come we need to be afraid of militants in this age of time and time in our country? Like I said the other time, Ambassador Baka might not be bad. He might not be the violence person, but he needs to show that leadership. And the statement he made will have a trickle down effect either negatively or positively. Where he said, cheat, that's the end of this country. So you know what it has done? It has created that bravery in Unity partisans to the extent that it has been discussed and said by the political leader, and so they want to defend what he has said. So the mindset of them that the election is about to be rigged. So with that mindset, even though they are in the process, but they have a mindset that the election will be rigged, so they don't do anything about it. Because it has been said by the political leader. Even if he did not say it in a bad context, but the way in which it has been understood, it seems to be a statement that will undermine the peace. And this is the case. And like I said, and I will continue to say, until Ambassador Boaka can make that clear and talk to his supporters, people will stay hard to believe. Like the Secretary General said, you are the one Besa, who is the commander of Lofa County. He's a legend that he the one shoot the firearm, but he was not specific as to which one. Why did he do it? Whether he wanted to scare the people or whatsoever. That needs to be investigated, and let us know whether it is true. And if it is true, let the appropriate action be taken. And including the issue, I'm not trying to blame but I'm trying to show you and trying to point out some points here that seem to be contradictory, and it gives room for one to think and believe that something must have happened and it's something that must have been planned. Hmm? It seemed to be it was something that was because Unity Party had established, according to what Stuart Morris, who is believed to be the grand leader of the 800 militants of Unity Party in Foya. There are some of the questions they're asking himself, the way he answered them, it gives the fear to anyone to think another way. But let's go to the lines and listen to your Liberians It is something that we need to condemn, though. 0770907907707707907 0880907907907 all we do, we need to maintain the peace of our country, Liberia. Let me take this person here. Good evening.
Yeah, evening.
Good evening. Let's hear you.
How you come here?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir, once again, everything here.
Mhm.
Uh, I hear you saying that I mean, talking about militancies. And one of the what I would like to say to you, that means you're not general area. I am able to establish even if we are there.
No, my man, listen now. Let's be specific, brother. They were talking about what we just, listen to now. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Okay, so about the what I'm trying to tell you is that they have 200 right?
Mhm.
And again, I think you're supposed to be very president to say Okomo. You were a established person. You did not see for that.
I don't know of that. I don't know. I'm not saying it is not true, but I don't know of it.
Anyway, you will not know it.
Okay, for you accusing me, I will cut you off. You see the comment about you. I said I don't know about it. I'm not saying it did not happen.
How are you?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Go ahead, sir. I'm not saying it did not happen. I said, but I'm not. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Let me appreciate you for such a program with all the jingles and everything play. Well, which part of the law that say you cannot for medicine? Even now having already going 50,000 medicine. When medicine get outside, it resembles soldiers. Super can be afraid, let me war. We had the Sabu unit right in your place there. I didn't medicine. We had some of that brigade. I didn't medicine. So the next thing it is the two that set you free.
Also,
Why should I just get medicine? Some of us is a medicine. You get all a bulletproof when he's somewhere resting. Look up, bless you, have a good day. This is Estoma.
thank you. Let me take another person. We all can disagree to agree. Hello? Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Brahma Share is my new current calling for Mandela community.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Pacific Kagata.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I do understand your analysis, but the first recording concerning about the Holocaust war from the CDC background, it did not analyze the right was so interesting that even if it happened for the party to win and even try to put it up, there will be no room for GND to win. So, shall to say, I think you are to do this analysis or not. But you just analyze the military party or officials, when it comes to the program, or the you have to post because all of the party have military. So these are two things you just analyze. So I bet you guys go beyond and bring out both.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Let me take this person here. Hello? Hello? Okay, let me take another person on this line. Hello? Good evening.
Hello,
Good evening, sir.
I'm Maurice calling you from Johnsonville.
Calling from Johnson Hill.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir, please.
Okay. First of all, we should condemn the other half and go for
Thank you.
totally. And also, in politics and campaign, what we call military. We're not on a war front. We're supposed to be talking about military. We're supposed to stop with that. Any issue is settled of rules and guidelines for people campaign. What happened in Lofa, we should condemn this. These are totally things that will bring on to our country and our fellow citizens. We should put stop to that. And the government or the justice minister to bring everybody into front that in the act of doing that, it should be put to justice. Why you should lost the life of innocent people? These are wrong. We should put stop with that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me take another person here. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
You are speaking with Prince Woto. I'm calling you from Cornwall, New Georgia room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my brother. For my analysis on the issue of discussion about the incident that took place in Lupa, let me first of all condemn the act that happened there. But what really is surprising to us in this country now is what is being done as medicine in election. What medicine has to do with that? Medicine for what? I don't know.
Yeah, you're alive. Go ahead. We're
Yes,
listening.
medicine for what? It's just like when we are when we are in crisis. It's just like when fashion is coming against fashion. So we have to form medicine for protection. I have never seen such a thing before in election. For medicine to be formed for both opposition and including. First of all, the people will let you know who brought the medicine business in election in this country.
Thank
Who
you.
brought it out? So let my question be told. Let the establishment of medicine into a political arena in Liberia. Let the person be known first of all.
Thank you very much. Let me take this person here. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ruben.
Yeah, this is Ruben Cannon.
Ruben, go ahead. Let's hear you.
My brother, you see, it's very generous. And the true way might be told by Nigeria on this. This is fight from politics.
Mm-hmm.
To destroy somebody's life, and people will come to defend it instead of condemning it. Look, when people took the casket or the CCTV took the casket, we went over radio. That is dangerous. For somebody to be able to use it is casket. We condemn it. Even the former vice president is saying what happened in Florida. Because alleging alleging what is in an infection. Look at the kind of trouble. So many everything that happens in Florida, whether especially who had died or wounded in that place, it was spread calculated to have destroyed the life of one of the father. Then we say from where we are coming from, where we are heading, Nigeria cannot afford to go to war. This situation that happened in your own brother, in your own district, in your own community, from view of politics, you kill that man today. People will say that because it's not their father, it's not their brother. They will say that it is or such a wicked thing. These and that's why the people are saying they are not wicked because they are wicked people. If they look at where this thing, that human decay is where the crime that they came or that people. You will look at that was that problem. Was the right to somebody to live your life? Do you see the life will be replaced forever? The property that the government property that have been destroyed, that place have been indicted for the parents. Whole life, people want each other moving light pole because of someone or just fear. That's the stuff that we
Okay, Ruben.
that's why we make up your friend. COD.
Okay, Ruben.
I think that was the saddest ever in our man's life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ruben Cannon. Thank you, this
Hello?
person. Hello.
Yeah, I'm Chisu Shako and I join from Rapid Community.
Juicy, go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, let me condemn the act that occurred in Ponyama. I don't think any word will encourage what really happened in Ponyama. Nobody wants to see people dying just because of somebody who each other. But that is why we been saying in recent times, the opposition, more especially the main opposition, yeah, which is the Unity Party, the statement coming from the hierarchy, it is what that translates to the death of people in Foya. Because if you are a leader, what you say it is exactly what your people will follow. If you preach peace, they will behave peaceful way. If you preach violence, they will definitely behave violent, and that is what happening in Foya. But we pray that it shouldn't happen again, and international community and help us to take a serious action. Those people shouldn't go with impunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, this person. Hello. Hello. This person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Let's hear you. becoming too bad, though. Good evening.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Master. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, firstly, I want to condemn the incident in Lofa. I know the master doctor.
Mhm.
Honestly, to be frank, the action in Lofa is something that it was orchestrated by the Joe Buckeye statement. To be honest with you, as a leader, whatever you're making statement, you gotta be careful because you have a follower. The so a follower might not understand what you're trying to tell the public. So please, Joe Buckeye, you need to apologize to the people of Lofa County and meet the belief. To be honest with you, we need to maintain this peace. We had United Nations 20 years ago with Manaserico. Now, honor the just real government United Nations no longer here. He's trying, striving to maintain this peace along with the Liberian people. So whosoever you want to disturb the peace, if they God or judgment will flow. To be honest with you, we got to work together to maintain the peace. We will not afford to go back to what we came from. If you saw the war, you go against anybody that makes statement, reckless statement, that have the propensity to create chaos in this country, you'll get one with that person. So please, Honorable Bakai, you need to apologize to the people of our country.
Thank you. Let me take this person. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, let me take another person. Yeah, you're still listening to the radio. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Let me hear you.
I'm educated calling from Conway.
Mohammed, go ahead.
Yes. I'm happy. I don't want nobody to be playing dream or nobody to come back and say nobody to go to okay somebody in the past.
Mhm.
This situation that went on, everybody should be green. I listened to another thing. It said that unity party of we told nobody that was the national committee. But when you listen to Thomas, he said that before the unity party that day, he said that all you supposed to do is him. So if you see anything, don't say I won't say that you know the minister for unity party. Instead that you're on the street articulating for the supporter for America. They didn't say that they were articulating to cause problem, but they said that anybody attack them, but they told the American, who from America, they are the 50 people from America in local. So who are we are connected. But when we're talking about America, we're not saying, oh, for America, you know, like I said, nobody will kill nobody. So we're condemn the act. No.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Okay, person, we are calling from Matthew International Airport.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you listening in a clip, the message they should be prepared because they were in the opposition zone. So they are showing a serious plan and they have in mind to do because the man in a case, they asking is not here, but we got to be prepared because we're in the opposition zone. So at that time, they were in some of our premises so that the opposition zone, they were talking about so they were meant to do that. This is what in the opposition zone. There's nothing to talk to say, oh, the people, they say they are American, they're coming around. They were not just coming around, but they were prepared. That particular day, the court killed because for what the ambassador said, if they lose the election, they will be the end of Liberia. So that one, the two don't matter amount to be going on the rampage of violence in the country as they kind of a critical time. So we should condemn it in the higher term that the international community will come in to call the ambassador to answer questions and to return our statement that Liberia will not be the end. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Andrew Safa joining from Clear Street.
Andrews, go ahead.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. But I don't want people saying it is CDC who initiated or militancy into Liberian politics. So, you know, what piqued my imagination is that the opposition, it means that for every ugly thing that the CDC did in the past, it is what they are coming to come do. Because for everything you say, the people that CDC did it, CDC started it, or the CDC started it. It is not a good thing. Then why are you following suit? Knowing very well that you are a clean man, you can't do nothing ugly. Well, you know the party, there's no group in abroad. They are only educated people in abroad. They don't wrong, they don't do nothing ugly in abroad. But when the ugly thing comes, then they say, CDC initiated it. CDC initiated bad thing. Why should you follow it? But it's a clear indication that they have nothing to say to defend what they did in Lofa. Instead of them coming out to condemn it, they apologize to the family, they apologize to well-meaning Liberians. They are coming saying that CDC the one that brought militancy. CDC brought militancy. Right there, we're in opposition. There's no history of killing anybody. It is the ruling party at the time who is the opposition today that kill us. To our own headquarters. They continue to kill us. They are in opposition. We tell you how greedy and how wicked they are. So the one of the quarter said, I think Joseph Waka, the last of Electric Coliver, the last of Paul Nicky, the last of Prince Johnson, the message is sending out to the people and what they are implementing today. For mind you, sedition, we just sitting watching patiently. Not that we can do what they are doing, but we will always follow our leader, we preach peace, and we practice peace.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Hello? Hello? Good evening. Good evening, sir. Let's hear you.
Thank you for having me. I'm Emmanuel M. Virginia, and I join you this evening again from the office of the Intellectual Powers of District number 14. Well, Sekou, I'm shocked, I'm flabbergasted by the statements made by some Liberians justifying or giving every justifiable reasons for the violence that was meted against peaceful Europeans in that part of the country. The sedition and the person who follow a peaceful person, I think what happened in Lofa should not even have happened, and we should all condemn it as Liberian. And I must agree to other callers, previous caller who said, this is as the consequence of political leaders, opposition political leaders who have been thinking of sounding war jump in the country. Ambassador Joseph Walker, this is absolutely wrong. I don't want to talk about Senator Johnson or General Johnson or the politics or the culture because these guys are warmongers. The innocent blood is sparing during the war. Those people that goes after protecting them by the possible Walker who are supporting himself as a peacemaker. And then at this time, he's spreading sedition. You can remember Sekou during the 12-year regime of the United Party. Sedition were massacred. December November 2011, we were under instruction here in the defense minister. Sedition, we were chased after. There was one spectrum of our lives that we are able to see today. And under this our own regime, under this peaceful president, they are again killing sedition. I just want to imagine everyone, the United Party and the city is in opposition and carry on with the kind of killing in the country. So, do you know what they're going to do? They just have peaceful and the kind of peaceful nature President George Manawia has on his DNA. There's a reason why we'll always follow him. But I know if President Watson wants to Joseph will not be in Riyadh. We have the capability.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me take this person on the line. Let us maintain the peace of this country. Hello?
Yes, sir. So, Sheriff.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I believe Mohammed calling from Tokyo.
Mohammed, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I don't promote violence, okay? And there's my policies. And then other political party that involved themselves into violence, I'm not going to vote for that party. And another thing you need to say is that the statement that was made by the Honorable Civil Human Boxer, he said that if they lose the election, that would be the end of Liberia. For me, in my own analysis, it was not the same war. Okay. We was trying to talk about the regime follow Georgia. As we know that who Georgia is heading this country, and the country is going astray. So the other person was trying to say that based on what he said, the statement he made, that is if Georgia be re-elected, that is Liberia would be more balanced than ever before. For me, that was a statement exactly the Honorable Joel Human was trying to say. Okay? Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let us maintain the peace of our country in all we do. We take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Edwin Tinoba. I did to be precise. Is a community in the ring days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm listening to your callers and even listening to your music. But however it may be, I'm not tell of your station or even your callers. But if you listen to the elders of prayer, what is who said the elders do this, they are spokesmen. They try to know what happened. They live there to know what happened. And they know the next action. Can we wait and see the next action and not about that's what I think over there is interacting with people. And you know, for the day it went through where things are going on, the citizens that they are aware. They must say we are immoral here because of what people say things that we don't even know about. So the elders over there, they spoke, they are truly a spokesman. The men spoke to the public and told their people to remain calm. They said they should meet to the battle. We went to the battle about to see who is first at the battle by see the police where they say, okay, now we sit out here with the things to satisfy George we are. I'll be there.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Good evening, Chibu.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, thank you for the talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chibu, you're trying to watch it for the all of that organized someone you took a boy so in a happy work left. They all go calling to me, the meditation, the law, you're the party person. And I'll be taking a question. I am a mission. So you're going to be so I just want to be for politics. I want to say, don't be left. So we all like that. You will left them for just for you to be talking in don't do politics, to just put of anything, but all of that can move just take you. You know, because I told you that all whatever that is serving the shoe.
Thank you. Everyone got a call. Let's allow them. Hello. Hello. Let me take this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir. I'm
Yes.
something from a district.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not beginning of comparing as I was cooking just a few days in Gofa.
Mm.
Yeah, I've been monitoring the radio and listening to Secretary General from the two political parties. Let me
Mm.
just speak to the analysis of the Unity Party Secretary General.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, for me, I'm not security personnel to say the investigator, but I'm a good analyst. I'm a listening and analyze.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to want to answer a question, I will ask him, was he on the scene to see the security man fire directly from the scene on your people? Do you have any recording of him? No, these are questions, or those are questions for such a person there to come to the reputation of another person. Okay, you said that the United Party will ride on motorbike. Right in front of some of our motorbikes have problems in the design of physics. So for question, it's just a simple question to like, oh, what you guys doing there? That will make confusion to occur for people to start talking at each other. The guy what is easy clear of the question. But the order is and me I listen to live on radio. The international or international and national security. So my people my life in danger are in the place. The people the national police and all people to speak out to me and my family. So if you want to tell me how we and allow the people to be doing people where I tell people to come for protest. So they're gonna say well, if you come before let's be able to proper together, let's come with let's go past to tell what they are for. You know, what happened for you is very bad. Actually, I want to open for the Muslim people. Actually, so I contain the idea. Let's start seeing what they have to say to the defending of the party. We
Okay.
are seeing a patriotism.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ibrahim Mobi calling from Baton Street.
Okay.
Yeah, we firstly condemn the act that took part in local country.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, because for the fact remain.
and two political parties they are a major contender. So you will always find this understanding between the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
For the statement for the opposition, the Unity Party and leader Joseph Boakai, as the head of the man, he should have been the one that will be able to advise his people because the head of the man, he got age, he got experience, he got skill in politics. For the statement that he made, as the people of we have followers taking this action. So what we expect from some of his followers to go and listen to the show. The people to come on the show, make it a record, make it a record.
No,
Right.
everybody have the right to make their own.
Yes, yes, it's a right also, but that's not realist because a human life before. So
Mm.
that person that lost their life, they are Lofians. That's somebody from local capital. And he's a follower of local that the Lofian stuff, so he should be there to acknowledge people, advise people, and keep the people together as one. Just a good effort. But the statement for him that all the starting people to protect violence. So what I want to say, no bugger should be apologize to them or to go through the discussion to happen.
Thank you very much. This person, good evening. Good evening. Yes, good evening.
Yeah. Hello, Basugu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name is Moses Fumo, calling from Bon County.
Okay, Bon County. How is Bon County tonight?
Bon County is fine, my brother.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what on my mind tonight is that or the issue that occur in local county is the war that fought in our country, brother. So long there's no persecution take place in our country, we will always experience men like this in our country. Which of the country will be in a war there's no discipline, no persecution. Then we say that we have educated people among us. During 2005, we sacrificed ourselves for President George Manuel. We are 2017. We said that he is a visionary for this country. He will prosecute the people that do the translate for against our people. But yet they stay, they come out and now you ought to do it. He forsake up by his saying you are going to protect the woman and her children. So you must expect the German and the girl win to fly over or again. And nothing will happen to them because the one that happened, you're not seeing nothing happening. So you're the journalist and you must speak on behalf of the World Concord to come in our country. Let them prosecute the German and let the violence cease in our country. That educated people can do things. Thank you there.
Thank you. This person. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Sekou, how you doing?
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
This is William S. Hines, and I call from Coward, New Jersey, Norville.
William, go ahead.
Yeah. First, I want to condemn the act. I want that occur in fear. But honestly, I don't know what you have seen in streaming that right before the party headquarters, I don't know if party headquarters, CDC before that, very hard meeting about somebody saying that it's a political manner who definitely going to be a citizen. I don't know what you have seen that video. I don't know.
Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah. So for the situation that happened for you, it was hugely prompted by the CDC. Let's be honest. Because if you look at that video, clearly that video has been condemned by whosoever that organized that program. This country is not for CDC, it's not for Unity Party. This country is for every one of us. Every one of us has right to this country. So it should not be because somebody is in position today. So every top position, every level of the country should be CDC. No.
Thank you, my brother. This person. Hello.
Good evening, Secretary.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. This is Gabriel. I'm a treasury single this evening. You know, Sibu, I'm going to say thank you for the topic on the discussion. And Sibu, let me say they do. You know, the clear color, I was talking about the two things, Professor. Let me say they know.
Speak to the issue.
We are on the basis of the same attitude of the all law, the people that are still running around here, because they kill. President we've been out for a war. Not be fair to prosecute people that bring justice. To the policemen, they can pay the day. Who are making him intestinate with suffering? Making fun of Mr. Moore. And they are passing around today. Okay? No. Simple. You like it or not. What thing I'm a commandment before. For the 12 years, last senator. Senator was joy. Representative was joy. All my administration who were on you. The 2022. They will disappear. They will never disappear. You find a body, they are better. Okay? You like it, but you know, you take cover for anybody to go. What people will be trading the state. What people will be seeking a testament on a daily basis. The deputy sit down here, president, we sit down there. You say you are people, man. If you are people, and then the book can catch you. It's not how you do it. Look to the president, you are a testament. The president, Samukale, the criminal ever yes, 2 days ago. You see what kind of statement? Then the man who's saying, long against the people protector. Yesterday, okay, denying. Today, the people passing around, but we are passing around what the law completing. When we are saying the message be ultra. These are the things. We let you. The same thing that went on in the country. People are keeping. People lost their parents. You know what? People are still passing around. That's the reason why out of the speaker there, you won't 14 or 1 minute. And you can't say that and think about that. You did boy elected you because of, to do popular elected because the crowd of you are a clean man. You have no dealing with anything in the country. But today, it proved wrong. That's the result we're getting. And if you stay down there, you see more there. Okay? And we are other things. And the Nibanena want to work with your president. There's a serious attack on the group people. Let me be brought to you. Today, they go. Because the president, when there was no Arahana, the no food, no to be a control because but in the Lufa, who they say they are people. Today, as the president, we are left, kill a lot of people. There's a clear attack on the group people, and then we are going to call the people. A great candidate, the state note.
No. Hello.
Yeah, Seko.
Good evening.
Yeah. I was on the line just you get a lot of
No, let's give others a chance, my brother. Please. The lines are bustling. You have too many persons calling. We have 2 more minutes to go and take calls, and then we'll call it a day. The news is up next. We don't need to run into the news time. Good evening.
Good thing. The workaholic fast
This is Poker Roberts.
Thank you. How are you problem? Let me say seriously, check what you are doing tremendous effort. Check what the effort you do, you will be remembered in history. If your generation, our generation will be remembered that there was Seku that was not just in it all in the interest of the ordinary people's capability. I'm going to say thank you to you and your noble institution. By the way, for the recognitions, Poker
Roberts.
And the chairman for the strength of Jefferson Tamakochi, for the election of President George Money, developmental oriented. We are. So this is what program will speak to people in the way they behave. They say we are behaving very arrogant, but that is fact. The irresponsibility on the part of Joseph Walker is squanderous in chief. That's what led to our people in fortunate situation. It's very sadly, it's disappointing. Joe Walker will pay for this. Not by violence, but by law. The affidavit is what our Senate Bureau always preaches the message of peace. You call yourself a leader. For you to count your people down and then the charge of death of making the peace, and you are in picture of the level of the people in the state. You making a flabbergasted statement against the state that you claim that you love. The state that you want to rule, I mean the state you want to rule. But I will say to children program. Get one is about the level of people. Before that individual being a citizen, he was a European. Before he became a European, he was a Liberian. That people was the left matter. And Joe Palmer yet day. If George Weah was not a peaceful oriented person, when we were killed on November 11, if President Weah should not have things very fast started as a democratic leader to establish peace and calm people down. No,
thank you, Poker Roberts. We need to go.
The people that have they promise our people. They will be brought to justice and even when elect with Potter. We don't care about a character. We don't care
Thank
about
you. Thank you. The last person on the line. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Go ahead.
Charles David Pele. Yeah, let me condemn
You are
the
calling from
act
where, sir?
that took place in
Sir,
Florida,
where are you
Lofa
calling
County.
from, please?
It is barbaric. We should not hate that. It is condemnable. It is not a good sign. Okay, to the statement, I want to speak to the statement made by the vice president.
It is
Yeah,
not what we're discussing, Chief.
actually, when
Thank
you
you.
look at
It is not what we're discussing. We're discussing the issue that there. We just did that in passing. Hello.
hello,
Yes. You're the last person. We're not taking any other person again.
hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, my man, Roshanna B. Jackson here. I call you from the Ola Junction. Yeah, I just want to make some
Bolola
clarity on
Junction
it.
in Kakata.
Yes, in Kakata. I call you from West Kakata.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We have a
Yeah,
branch
because
there. Go ahead.
yeah. Thank you for the time. But I just want to make some clarity on the radio. You know, the statement I hear most of the time on the radio, especially from tonight again, yeah, man, so much like, many on the radio. The statement about the oil man in the national park, I saying there will be no more like yours. You know, it's something that we all analyze about because of this some sake of political, fight. People just want to tell me in a bad way. The woman tries to say, if you give somebody a 60 year, you can benefit from that. You give another 60, what will you benefit? You will benefit zero. That's why he's trying to say. It's very simple. He starts to say, if you give somebody 60 year, you we may end up eating grass this land, or we end up eating a safe in this like year. So you don't call that kind of country a country again. That's simple. I don't want to put it laughing. That's just why he's trying to say. It's very much simple. He did not mean of war. He did not mean of anything. Let us put materialities. Let me go back and compare people that he has built the character for many years in this country. He has no record being connected to those kind of acts. It's just a very simple thing he said. Yeah. Thank you, Chief.
Okay. Thank you very much. We can take all the calls again. I still want to end the calls, but the calls are still coming though. You're the last person now.
Hello?
Yeah, you're the last person in power. Hello.
Yeah, people.
What's your name?
My name is Padan.
From where?
I live in 72nd.
Okay, Padan, go ahead. You're the last person.
Yeah. You know, just yesterday, I started to hear from Lofa through some friends who came from there. A fellow told me, say, look, Pabe, Lofa myself, I'm a victim. But in Lofa, we are split. When you are physician in the other house, you cannot go to the other house where your Unity Party people are to bar. All people from Unity Party cannot come to bar. They can't speak to one another. So the only thing I have to say as error, you know, Liberians should get together and talk to these people. Let Lofian know that. Liberians know who they want to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
It is not about war. It is not about anything. Many of the boys who fought war, the last war that was fought, there was nothing done. What we have about the DSTV, they were not coming, they were demoralized. They're sitting down over there, they are split themselves. And in fact, the two parties, the CDC and the United Party are responsible for these things. These militants who were not carried under military training or police training, they don't have any discipline. Then you blaming them, coming wearing barrel and things, having uniform on as militants. It's wrong.
Okay.
These are the
Thank you very much. No time. Thank you very much. We want to say thank you to each and every one of you for calling in, participating on the show, taking up your time to listen. I want to say thank you very much. We'll be back here tomorrow. Up next is the news. We want to say thank you to each and every one of you, to all of our producers. The man Patrick Sa, the man Abraham Dante Weir. They've been doing all they can to have this show live, both on the radio and television. I want to say thank you to the man Daniel Salif in Kakata for controlling things to have us live on Voice of Liberia in Kakata on 89.7. And you've been listening to our being based on 104.1 in the nation's capital, Monrovia. My name is Sekou, and I'm Sekou Sharif. Inshallah, we'll be back here tomorrow to bring you a splendid edition of the show Issues of Today on Voice of Liberia. Up next is the news.